Hi there, and welcome to A&P with Dr. O. Now it's time for us to take a look at the trachea underneath the microscope. That way we can see the histology of the trachea. Of important note are two specific tissues that we're going to focus on. The trachea is an organ. Obviously, there will be several tissues present then in the trachea since organs are made up of various tissues, but we're going to focus on two. We're going to focus on the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium and the hyaline cartilage. Here we can see the entire histological section of the trachea, and then I have our two tissues of interest blown up. That way we can see them in a little bit more detail. We want to decide which is the epithelium and which is the cartilage. Epithelium, we always want to think back to the fact that epithelium faces a space, either an internal or external space. In this case, this would be the area of the trachea or windpipe where we would see the passageway of air. We can go ahead and kind of note that this would be that airway. This would be that open space. That means that this is the epithelium because it's going to be facing that internal space, that airway. So this right here is going to be that pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. It's difficult to see the pseudostratification and the cilia. I've blown it up over here to make it easier for us. And I can go ahead and make a bracket to show us that layer here. And then we can kind of join those together because this is going to be the epithelium. And I will label that for us. And we can see on the edge here, these little hair-like structures. Those little hair-like structures are going to be our cilia. This is important for the mucus escalator we'll discuss further in lab. The cilia are all going to move in unison in order to sweep debris that's caught up in mucus and mucus away from the lungs. And the cilia is going to be important for protection to try to prevent things from entering the lung and potentially causing damage or infection. We also have hyaline cartilage that's present in the trachea. We can see that here. We can identify this as cartilage because we can see the chondrocytes in lacunae. That's our clue that we're looking at cartilage. And I've gone ahead and blown it up over here for us as well. This is our hyaline cartilage. And again, I don't have it on the list because it's a review from A&P 1. But here we can actually see the chondrocytes in lacunae. They kind of have that distinctive shape since that lacunae or lake holds the cell, and we can see the nucleus of the cell inside. Again, when you see those chondrocytes, you're looking at some sort of cartilage. Because we don't see the collagen, because it doesn't stain very well, that gives us a clue that we're looking at hyaline cartilage. This is also the trachea. We know hyaline cartilage is located in the trachea. That knowledge will help with our identification as well.